What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I hope everything's working. It seems like it is. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. So my trades got stopped out. I think I was up. I showed in the Discord and that, but I think I'm up 5,000, or actually it was up like 3,000 in the BITUNIX. Got stopped out at, was it 80,000? I think it's 78 or 80,000. I don't remember now. I think 80,000. But I got stopped out also in my Prime XBT trade for a $14,200 profit. So kudos, but that was a whipsaw jump, right? So I'm not sure what happened with the news event, but I did re-enter my shorts on Prime. Only two of them. We had five of them. Those closed. I'll show you where that is right now, but as you can see, again, the Dow Jones is down 640, S&P down 70, NASDAQ down 172. So there was obviously something went out saying Trump is delaying or considering 90-day tariff pause, and then the White House came back and denied it. And that's just market play, guys. They're liquidating longs, liquidating shorts, liquidating everybody. I think the direction is still down. We have reached some targets. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at what I'm looking at for resistance areas for traditional markets. Yeah, it should be a good show, guys. So thanks for tuning in. What's up, Josh from Bear and the Boss Lady? Good to see you, brother. Alexandra, what's happening? Harmonic Psycho, yo, yo, yo. All right, so let's see how many people took the poll. 42 votes. The market, will the market start the recovery rally today? 48% of you said yes, 43% said no, 10% said FU savvy. You're the best. You're the best voters on the channel. The FU savvy. Love you guys. Kudos, kudos. 250K this year. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on. So obviously now it's down 7. Looking at the Dow Jones, right? So I told you guys this. This was our target from a long time ago, since we dropped out of this rising channel, right? We had the target of 38,690. We have now dropped below that. That should be our resistance if we're going to continue down. But we could bounce around in here for quite some time. But as you guys know, I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see. See this wave count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a ending fifth wave diagonal. I've been talking about this since September of last year, maybe even before that, like right around here, February last year. But I've been waiting for this fifth wave diagonal to play out. If this was it, right? This should become our resistance. Now, that doesn't mean we can't wick above it, bounce around in here for a while, but this should become pretty heavy resistance if the true bear market has started. Otherwise, we get back above that, we could have that one more leg up that you hear a lot of people out there talking about. I don't believe that's the case, but hey, I've been wrong before. But anyways, we've nailed all these targets, right? So S&P, we're waiting for that to get to about 47.37. Did we hit close enough? We got 48.26. I still think there's a good possibility we get there. Obviously, we're playing with 5,000 right now, bouncing around. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up, leave your comments, all that good stuff. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Subscribe to the channel and share the video if you would. Get people in, let them check it out. We have been absolutely killing our trades since I decided to start showing you, which I wish I would have this whole 5-6 years, because you can realize how much money you can make in these markets, right? And like I said, if they're not showing you their trades, they're not trading, right? If they're not showing you their entries, exits, stop loss moves, everything, they're bullshitting you. And if they are trading, they're losing more than they're winning, because they're not showing you entries because they're scared. They only want to show you their winners, right? We show winners, we show losers. Anyways, so this is NASDAQ. NASDAQ almost hit our target. We were off a little bit. But remember, guys, these target areas, see how it's still hit in the area right here? Well, it would have if I'd had this straight. I don't know why that's not straight. Why the hell isn't that straight? Straighten it up. What's wrong with you, Craig? What is going on? What the hell is that? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? Why is it doing that? Weirdest shit ever. All right, let's put it even. So we did get inside our zone, right? So yeah, there's that. But anyways, these obviously aren't exact to the number, but what did we hit? We hit 14,777 and we had 1463. But remember, I said if that breaks, we're looking to retest this trend line here. And if that breaks, what is that? That is a big channel. What would the target be if it breaks that channel? And remember, guys, I always say it can't go straight down, but man, in these markets, weirder shit could probably happen. That would get the Dow back down, or the, I'm sorry, NASDAQ back down to about 6, between 5 and 6. We'll see what happens. Do you guys want to see my trades? We'll see where they're at. Like I said, I did re-enter, but remember, we got stopped out earlier for 14,200 profit on Prime. BITUNIX was, I think it was like 3,500 or something like that. I don't remember that one, but nevertheless, let's round it up or round it down. Let's say 17,500 altogether, right? So, anyways, let's see where we're at now. Drum roll, please. I don't know if it's at a win or loss. I haven't looked at it. Let's see. Oh, it's at a loss. We're down 493 points. Or 493 bucks, 470 bucks. We are short 2 Bitcoin right here. We, so far right now, like I said, this was just a big, huge wick along with that announcement, the people playing with you and taking your money announcement, right? Right now, we're still getting rejected at the 8 EMA. We could go all the way back up this 55 EMA wick above it like we normally do, right, when everything flips. So if it was, you know, we may see that 84,000 range again, but I'm looking more if it cannot get above this 8, then we go down from here, right? And that's about 78,634. But otherwise, our next real resistance is around this 82.3, and that lowers as this comes down, right? So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. We're going to stay short here. I did not enter another trade here. I tell you what, I'm going to enter a small short here live just to show you how it's done. So I'm going to use 25% of what was up here, right? Let's put 0 first. There's 43, a little over 4,300 in there. Let's say 20, we take 25%. That's going to be 25% of that. So what, that'll be 900 and some bucks. We're going to short at 75x. You can see I have my longs set up at 49x, my shorts at 75. And I like cross margin. Yes, it can use all this in that account. But if I don't want it to use it, I only leave what I want to use in the account, if that makes sense to you. I join the Discord. People in there understand it. They can just help you understand it. Discord link down below. It's totally free. Oh, and on BITUNIX, let me open this short. Okay, so on BITUNIX, so we're short 1 Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin short on BITUNIX. So what I wanted to say was, and that's risking $1,000. So see, I could take this 3,000 out, and I'm only risking 1,000 to trade with 81,000. But anyways, BITUNIX worked out a deal with them guys. I posted it on X and I posted it in the Discord. There's a huge prize pool you can win, right? It's on for the next month. It started today by how much trading volume you do, right? And you know, leverage goes on trading volume, so you can have a huge volume with not a whole lot of capital. But anyways, you can get it up to, there's a Rolex, there's a Tesla, there's cash prizes, and I think you can choose the cash out of either one. Like the Tesla one is 35,000 or cash. But anyways, signing up with my link. It's only good with my link. So if you guys want to sign up to that, you can. BITUNIX is the one with no KYC, no VPN required. And as for Prime, you guys know I have a link down for that down below too. It's 100% deposit bonus that ends in about 2 weeks. 100% deposit bonus on whatever you deposit. They match it 100% up to $10,000 to use towards your margin. Use that while you can. If you're already signed up, so if you use my link down below, it'll automatically come on. If you have already been under my link and you're using my link, you can put in right here, go to more promo codes, put in Savvy100. That'll get you all set up. What's up, Robert? All right, guys, I'm back. Let's chat a little bit. Let's look at some charts, see what's going on. So what do we got? We have 98 viewers and 34 likes. I'm going to have to do this, guys. I apologize for you that come every day, but I'm going to have to ask you to smash that like button. If you are in mobile and all you have to do is exit the chat, the thumbs up button will appear. Hit the thumbs up, come back in the chat away. Tell me what stock you want to look at. Tell me what crypto you want to look at, whatever. But before we do, just like yesterday, we need 100 likes. We only have 44 likes right now. So as soon as we get 100 likes, we'll look at the charts of your choice. Until then, we're going to take a look at the altcoins and stuff that I already have on here, right? So this is our target for Sol. Hasn't hit yet, but we've been looking at this 27 bucks, right? That's just a measured move of this breakdown from this channel, right? Simple measured move. Look at that. XRP bounced right on our target. And if you look back weeks and weeks, my target has been right here, guys. I did not touch anything. It's been there a long time. I told you to watch. Once we got up, this was the, let's just say scam wick, right? And then we had another scam wick. Came down. We broke back down in the channel right now. It's trying to get support on top of the channel. But right now, its main resistance is going to be this 200 EMA on the daily, and it's about 194. Remember, if this 161 breaks, guys, your next real support is about 61 cents. But you got your measured move that brings you way further down. Let me see something real quick. I'll take a quick look at this. Yeah, I don't even think you want to know where that goes. So, yeah, probably like a 5 to 10 cent XRP. We'll see if that happens. Otherwise, if it stays in here, you could have a B, C, D. This was a E, and you could get a big push up. And in that case, you would measure the move from the break of this trend line, and that could get you up to that 33.91. That's if there's one more leg up for all markets. As you guys know, there is a possibility for one more leg up. Here it is with Bitcoin. We've been looking at this forever. And if it doesn't, so this is what I'm looking at. And this is why I think we got more downside right here, this parabola. You can see we tested it, got rejected after we broke it. And that's what happened last time over here, right? Same thing, right? EMAs are all in the same place. You got your 8, your 13, and your 21 up here. You got your 55 running at the bottom. Same thing over here. Got your 8, 13, and 21. The top resistance, you got your 55 at the bottom. Now this weekly closes below this 55 at 75.9. That pretty much confirms it for me, just like it did over here. That doesn't mean that it won't go higher than that point again. As you can see, it'll have a relief rally, possibly. But nevertheless, that will pretty much signify that the bear market is 100% started. And as you guys know, I think that this is going to be a much bigger bear market than a lot of people like to even think about, right? And I'll explain that here in a minute. Make sure we got 56 likes, guys. We need to get to 100 likes to get to look at the charts of your choice. But anyways, that's where we're at with this. I mean, period. That's what it is. So right there was our target from this wedge. We hit it. We dropped below it. This may be our new resistance. We will see where today's daily closes, but it's looking like it's going to be resistance. Same thing here. This was our target. Remember, if you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know these targets. I still believe we come down to these ranges. I don't know why there's 2 of these here, but get rid of one. Get rid of that. I think I drew it on a 1-hour chart or something too. But anyways, these are our next targets. So we broke here. We're coming up. We're still above this, but I mean, we're still testing it for resistance, right? If this continues to be resistance, which we'll know, I'd give it another day or so, we'll know. And then our next target obviously is down to the 69 and then 62 if that 69 breaks. We've been talking about all these levels for a very long time. You can see how fast this RSI is moving up on the 4-hour, yet the price isn't really corresponding, right? So it looks like the RSI is resetting for more downside. Here's the hourly. If we look for any divergence in the hourly, will we find any? Well, let's see. If we go from this high here, no, because we do have a lower high, slightly lower. So this could get one more push up, right, and get all the way up to this 82, 83,000 and create some hidden bearish divergence and then continue down. So keep an eye out for that. If we go off of this high here, though, that shows bearish divergence. But again, I'm not going to go by that right now. It is a 1 hour chart. Like I said, your last actual high was up at this level. So you want to see some hidden bearish divergence. You want this RSI to come up here. Like I said, it could get way up into this range. But obviously, just trying to find some divergence for you. Let's look at the next one. So this is our Cardano chart, right? That was supposed to go to the moon already. It was supposed to be $5 or something. It's not quite got there yet. We hit our first target, dropped below. Right now, testing it for resistance. If you remember, this was the target, and that is 58.24, right? So we're right at that. If that remains resistance, you guys know my main target's down here towards this 31 to 32 cent range. If that breaks, you can pretty much wrap it up. And you know, if it breaks that low, guys, you might as well just watch it, right? Garbage. All right, so Ethereum, it finally hit our $1,500 target. You guys know we were calling that way back here once this broke, and there it is. Nailed it. If this does break, now, if we do get our, relief rally, we could get up a little ways here, right? Maybe back into the 1,800 range if the relief rally comes for the markets. But once this breaks, guys, I like I said, I think we could be in it for a huge bear market. And I will show you that chart in a second before we get into it. We have 67 likes, 102 viewers. Come on, guys, you can get it. What's up, Blackie? How you doing, man? All right, let's see. Let's see where we're at now. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin, remember we were watching this trend line to break forever, and I said once it broke, short that shit. And if you did, you did pretty well. All right, let's take a look at Tesla. How's Tesla looking today? You guys know I think Tesla 151 is what I'm looking for here, but I think it's going to go a lot lower than that in the long run. You guys know I'm a buyer between 40 and 60 bucks. I still believe there's a great possibility that we get there. Let me get this out of the way. See where we're at right now. Still dropping. Yeah, it's this all looks pretty bearish. Now, if this 55 EMA to yellow and the 200 cross and you open and close the daily below it, it's probably bad news. But if it turns and the 55 bounces from here, it could be super bullish for it. I just want you guys to be aware of that, because a lot of times that's signals a bounce if these two touch and reject each other. But as for right now, I still think it's super bearish. There is my Bitcoin's been in a bull market its whole life chart, right? So back here, this is when the stock market rally began, right? At the beginning of this, which was around 2009, right? So Bitcoin has never seen a bear market. It's had corrections, right? Big corrections, but it's never seen a bear market. I believe this will be the first bear market. I believe this is a 5 waves, right? There, you can count the 5 waves and the corrections within each one of these waves. So 73 likes, 103 viewers. YouTube, come on. You can get me over 103 viewers. This is still funky crap going on there. Anyways. When are the best hours to be on your Discord? It varies, Tom. It varies. Go in there. The more you chat, the more other people chat. That's what people think. Here's something I want to get out. So if you want to join the Discord, it's totally free, right? And then there's a YouTube members channel, which I'm going to be a little more active in there, and I actually alert everyone when I do something. I'll still put it in the regular Discord, right? But not the YouTube room. I will actually alert people. I'm going to quit alerting people. It's too much work for free, but I will still post things in there. Now, for a Discord channel to work, you guys have to participate. It's not a channel that you go in and you sit there and you wait for somebody to tell you what to do. If you're looking for that shit, go throw your money away, giving it to someone paying for that it isn't going to work anyway. Go ahead and do that. You need to participate if you're joining the group. Again, it doesn't cost anything to sign up. You can use either BITUNIX and PrimeXBT, sign up for a free account, use a fake account. You can trade fake money on both of those exchanges. Start practicing, get used to it, share your ideas, share your thoughts, ask your questions, help each other. It's not a trade group or a signal group. And if you want a trade group or a signal group, go ahead and join one and see how that works out for you. You not only will lose your money in your trades, you'll lose your money that you paid to get in the group. Good luck to you. That's why I don't charge, because trading requires the person doing it to do stuff. You need to figure stuff out. You need to handle your own emotion. Nobody's 100% guaranteed to give you a winning trade, right? If you think that, you are freaking screwed. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to make it. I'm just going to say it like that. Don't even try. If you're the type of person that doesn't want to put in work to learn and do something, don't get into trading, because you're going to suck. You're going to lose your ass, and you're done, right? If you can't put some time and effort into something, if you're the type of person that expects fast results, you're not going to work in trading. You will lose your ass, I promise you. Okay, that's done. All right, so let's 120 viewers, 80 likes. We need 20 more likes, guys. Kells, you've been trying so hard. Keep it up, man. I always tell everybody, right? When I started trading, you know, in the beginning, I won a few trades, did pretty good, right? And then I realized, I thought I was a master. I knew how to do it. I knew what to do, right? I had this. I continued to trade, lost everything. Lost our savings, everything. And I had to go down and tell the wife, right? That was the best thing that ever happened to me. That was the biggest learning opportunity of my trading career. It cost me a ton of money. So yes, I paid to learn how to trade by actually going in and do it myself. And you know what I did after that? I fake traded for a long time with a fake account. And then once I got profitable, I put in a little money, started trading that. Once I could keep that profitable, because then I was dealing with emotion. I tell people this all the time. Then I could put in a little more. Then I'm dealing with a little more emotion while I'm trading. So, guys, if you want to trade, it is possible. That is the reason I'm showing my trades on this channel, so you know it's possible, so you know you can do it. I'm not doing it to tell you when to trade, when to enter, when to exit. I'm showing you how I do it, why I do certain areas, and like I said, I share a lot of that in the Discord, but I'm not hiding my trades. So you're seeing my wins and my losses. So it's the realest channel out there, because I'm showing you the entries, the exits, the stop loss moves, everything, the wins, the losses. You see it all. What's the benefit with the membership? Dude, the membership is $4. It's $4 a month. If you can't afford that, don't trade. And the membership, I do a couple videos with just members only. Only the members can get into them videos, and we go over stuff like the EMAs, things like that. The other thing, we have in the free Discord, there's a YouTube members only that the YouTube members are. And that's what I said, that I will alert people in there. As long as you have your notifications on, I actually notify everyone in there when I do something. Hell's hobby. Me too. I lost 60K when I started. Yeah. So I lost, it was a lot. It was a lot. $100,000 over that. I lost, and I had to go downstairs. I had to tell my wife, and I remember sitting upstairs and thinking, oh, I was sitting in front of my computer thinking, I can't tell her. And I was like, I can't hide it, so I'm going to have to tell her. I just need to go down there and get it over with. So I went down there and I just splurted out. She broke down. She started crying. I felt like shit. I was literally physically ill, physically and mentally ill for like 2 weeks. Like literally, it was hard to work. It was hard to move. It was the worst. But I promised her, I said, I will get it back, every penny and some. And like I said, I worked 10, 12 hours a day at that time. I would get home 6, 7 o'clock at night, and I would sit in front of that computer and just study charts and fake trade from 6, 7 o'clock at night till 3, 4 in the morning and go to work again at 7. And I made it work. But like I said, if you can't put in the work and the effort, don't do it, because you're just going to lose your ass. You're going to put yourself further in the hole, being totally honest with you. But again, the reason I share all my story is to show it can be done, but you have to put in the work. And no, I didn't pay for any courses because I realize they're all garbage, because the only people selling courses are the people that cannot trade. If they could trade, they would use that time trading and making money, right? The way they make money is act like they trade and tell other people how to do it, when them other people end up losing their money, right? All them things is the basics, right? The basics, you learn the basics of charting, which there's tons of free information all over the internet, tons of free shit. There's free shit that's way better than this paid bullshit. So just putting that out there for you guys. Make sure you smash the likes. We're up to 86 likes, 130 current viewers. Guys, we only need 13 more likes and we can go over the charts of your choice. All right, I'm going to get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Not going to lie, Savvy, I did the same thing. Lost my shirt thinking it was so easy. Recovery has been tough, but I look at it like paid learning. Yeah, it's a paid experience, man. People pay to go to college. If you want to learn trading, you're going to pay. And I don't mean pay for a course. I mean, you're going to lose money, period. How much capital and leverage do you trade? All different, bro. So what I'm doing with this account, the prime when I started was 7,000. We are up about 100 and I don't know, since the last trade closed, like 140. We've already taken 10,000 back out of it, but we're up a lot in a month, right? So that's just one. Like I said, and then I got the BITUNIX one. I started that with, I don't know, 400, 500 bucks, got it up. We've already taken a bunch of profits out of there. There's still like 7,000 in that one. So it all varies, man. There's no one way to trade. There's no one leverage to use. There's no one nothing, right? Every trade's different. Every trader's different. Every person's different. Everything. So when you're trading, it all depends on what your financial situation is, what your risk tolerance is. It does so much stuff, guys. It's not like use this leverage, trade with this much money and do this and you're just gonna win and get rich. It's not that easy, guys. Everybody would be doing it. Keep this in mind. Total honesty, 10% of traders are taking money from the other 90% of trading. Your goal is to get up into that 10%. Good afternoon, Oscar. I did not get any golf in. I still got too much shit going on here. And I'm going to have to figure something out with this 2 videos a day like this, because it kills my time from 8 to 1 o'clock, right? And I know normal 95s do more than that, but I have shit I need to get done around here and I can't start it and then do a video and be in half. I like making these videos. I like being here with you guys, so I'm trying to make it work, trying to figure it out, still playing with this stuff, but no matter what, you're going to get videos, right? I'm going to try to help you guys out with stuff. Get this, Thailand stock market suspended all shorting. See, that's bullshit. If our markets stop from people selling, you know, that just makes me not want my money in there, because they can stop you from doing anything with it. That's crazy. 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 Ebong 2A. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. Next members video, which will be tomorrow evening, most likely. I'll get one in. I try to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, some weeks will only be one, especially now. It's super warm out, but I'll get you at least one members video in a week where we'll go over something to do with charting and trading and, you know, sit in there and chit chat. Crypto guru. No, I don't even know why I know. You said no. All right, what do we got? 97 likes, 126 viewers, 143 viewers. Come on, guys. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. You can do it. Yeah, I seen that, Ebong. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. See you in there. Um, yeah, Ebong, make sure you're in the members live tomorrow so I can get you set up for the YouTube members room too. I gotta find an easier way to do it, but as of right now, we do it in the members chat, or I mean, in the members videos. Savvy, do you stream to X as well? I was, but honestly, I don't even like streaming on X. It doesn't do nothing but waste a post for me, and honestly. I started doing it, I took it off. It just seemed like everything was more laggy when I did it with X, and maybe because my settings in X were different. I don't know. I'd care less to do it, to be honest. 10 of March till now. What are you talking about? 10 of March till now, Manny. You talking about the trade account? I think I started that actually the end of February, so it's about a month and a week or so, somewhere in there. Oh, we got 100. All right, guys, let's take a look at some altcoins or stocks of your choice. You know what? Oh, I already entered one. I was going to say I'm going to enter a short there. I forgot I did. So I shorted one Bitcoin. I risked 187, but as you can see here, my liquidation is 82,112. I can obviously put more money in and go in there, and that's using all this though, this fund. So a lot of people say, well, Cross is dangerous because it can liquidate all your money in your trading account. Well, no shit. So you just put in your trading account what you want to use. Is it that difficult? I don't know. Some people are weird. There's a lot of people on YouTube I notice out there telling people how to trade, and I listen to them like, what? That's not what Cross is. That's not. They have no idea, right? And one particular YouTuber, this is funny. I don't want to give too much info because I don't want to cut him down too bad. But on a live one time on somebody else's live, he was on their channel, and he didn't know what EMAs were, and he was charting and talking all kinds of stuff, and he was calling the EMA the oh, I forget what he was calling for the E, and I said, no, man, that's exponential. And he was like, no, it's not. This is estimated. It's estimated moving average. And now he's got his own channel and acts like he's some kind of trader, but I've never seen him post a trade, but he acts like it, and he's, acts like some kind of crypto guru, and all the altcoins he told people to buy 6 months ago are literally 50% down from when he told them to buy, at least a lot of them 80 and 90. So just be careful out there, guys. We have 108 likes, Donna. We're ready. Let's roll. Lucid. Ash, I think you've asked that a lot, haven't you? Lucid. So I should be able to pull it up over here on my poop coin chart, and it should be there. Lucid. So you are talking about Lucid Group, right? Savvy. Oh. But I'm really sick of these fake people in the space. Yeah, there's tons of them. I've seen you on a couple other channels there, Blocky, talking with them. Anyways, let's see. It's like Alex Becker was telling people to buy altcoins and they are minus 80%. Yeah, these guys that claim to be gurus know nothing except what project's going to pay them to try to get people to buy it, or just trying to be a guru, and they literally know nothing. So where's... Okay. Let's look at it. So we have looked at this one. We got some lines here. Still in the same spot. I mean, we're looking at this on the daily. Nothing huge. Nothing really has changed. No huge divergence. Yeah, still the same, man. Still looking at this 190 for support, and all the way up, could go all the way up to 360 and retest this. We can draw some trend lines on here, kind of figure out. I don't know if we did this last time, but and look at it this way. If this is the case, this could get pretty ugly, right? We definitely don't want to see that. But if that's the case, man, this thing could go way down to far. but you could still get a pump up. So depending on what stock markets do, right? So if they pump up and rally, this thing could rally to 308 or so. And then maybe, woo, yeah, I wouldn't want to say that because that would mean it's over. But yeah, I would just hope and pray it holds this $2 range, man. There's really nothing to say here. All right. So what do we got? What do we got? SHX Stronghold and then PI Network. Okay, Donna, I got you on that, but let's look at, I don't know what Stronghold is. SHX, Stronghold token. Okay, so it's a crypto. All these cryptos are going to look the same, man, honestly. And it's not even on any real exchanges, really. Be careful with that stuff, man. And I'm only telling you that out of, this thing's horrible. Let's see. Let's just go all the way from here, right? Actually, can't go from real simple. Clone that. We're gonna put it down here. We're gonna not pay attention to this wick. But your next right here is your 0.002 for support, and 0.007 is, well, actually 008 is your resistance. Not really much to say there. That's pretty ugly though. All right, PI network for Donna. Guess it really don't matter where I look at it, does it? Do they have it on any major like commercial exchange, like good exchange? It's not seeing it. All right, let's look at it on MEXC. Woo! Got a nice bounce anyway the other day, huh? Put it down in the 4-hour. All right, let's see what we got here. So this could be like an ABC. We're getting ready to pop up for the C, right? And we'll throw the fibs on it too, just to get a look at it. But that would show us possibly getting back up to here if we could break out of that top trend line. Look, I'm saying if we could, like I'm trading it. I am not trading this. Guys, I don't trade altcoins, but I mean, a lot of people do. Nothing against it. If you want to spend the time doing it, they make some pretty good moves, but I just don't do it. And I'm not going to act like I do. Got enough actors in this space. So yeah, and that would be, well, the 1-to-1 extension actually would be up higher to the 93 cents, making this an ABC. So trying to see if I see any real divergence or anything, but it does look like it's gonna, it has room for another leg up. Let me, damn it, now I moved that. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try to get this a little more accurate. Yeah, I had that too long. Right. All right. It's trying to get pretty accurate for you, Donna. Still about that 87, 86, 85 area is where I'd be looking for it to possibly reverse again. And if you look across, that was old support here, old resistance here. Now, if it goes down, it's a whole nother story. If it goes down, we break past this low over here at 53, then you're looking at about 28 cents. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking for, a break of either the 60 cents, then we look for 86, or a break of the 53, then we look for 28. Either way, those are a couple big moves. Let's see, Amazon. I think we did Amazon on here. I mean, I know we have, but I think we did it on this chart. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It broke our support. Guys, I think it's possible for Amazon to get to this $100. That is where I'm looking for. Now, that doesn't mean it can't bounce up, right? If it bounces back up and gets above this 181 and gets support, then it goes there. But you can see I didn't just draw these lines, and we drew this last time on one of my lives. I don't know which one, but I told you if it broke this support, and it was probably, you know, a week or more ago, and that we would look for the 106. So that's what I'm looking for. And guys, if you enjoy these videos, smash the likes. The more likes I get, the more likely I'm going to continue doing these. How do I access members only videos and posts? Ebong, watch tomorrow's video, or actually you can go watch the last members video. It tells you how to get in that stuff. So if you go on my YouTube channel, look up the members videos, members only. If you type in members only, it should come up members only. And you look at those members onlys and it'll tell you what to do and how to get access to the room in the Discord. I know it sounds difficult, but go in the free Discord, ask there. I'll try to catch up with you if I get in there. I got more stuff to do after this video, so I won't be in there till probably later if I do get in there. PI is anticipating Binance listing. Binance. Oh my god. I'm sick of that freaking thing. Once silver gets below 70 to 1, it will become time to ladder into crypto, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to base that off of silver. I would base it off of traditional markets, to be honest. Not silver, not gold, traditionals. Tommy Vet, what's up, man? Yeah, no problem, Ebong. Like I said, ask around in the Discord. The members will tell you if I'm not in there how to, but like I said, you'll see it in the members video. And I'm trying to find a more efficient way, but that's kind of a way I can know for sure you're a member, so that's why we do it that way. Or I think I can post members only posts in YouTube. Watch for them too. Just make sure your notifications are on. I'll post in the members only, and I'll do a post that will try to identify you. We'll get it taken care of. But yeah, get into the Discord. And you look at ZKJ and Layer, both crypto. Let's take a look. ZKJ. Take a look at anything, I guess. Let's see. USDT spot. I guess we'll look at it on spot. Well, it's got itself in a nice, decent little rally here with some bullish divergence on the 4-hour. It looks like it's just making a channel right here, and I'm going to give you that channel. It's pretty much, I think, all that's happening right here. And your top of the channel is going to be approximately 237, but it's got to get above this midsection. This will probably be resistance. So at any time, if it breaks below this lower level, trying to get this evened out a little bit. So if any time it breaks below that lower level, my next, so let's say it broke down here, right? So you're looking for a break of 225 for a bearish target, and for a big bullish target or a bigger move, you're looking for higher than 237. But if you get above this 226.7, which is the center line, and get support, then you might be going for that. But let me give you the targets of the break of this channel only. Invite link for the Discord is invalid. Deegan, it's not invalid. You have to have your phone number verified in the Discord. It keeps all the scammers and all that out. It's not invalid. Your phone isn't verified with Discord. Verify your phone with Discord, and that link will work. People still join it daily. So right there is your bullish. If you break 237, look for 249. If you break 225, you look for 213. EG said, Craig, wow, what a story on your trading journey. Way to come back from that. Right on. Damn, forgot it's not a link. I'm not a mod in this Discord. I'll make you a mod, Blocky. Can't do it from here, but next time, my next stream, remind me. I'll throw you on there. Be a mod. Faomi. Oh, wait. Layer. Somebody wanted to look at Layer too. Sorry, NW. Let me throw that up there too. And if you haven't smashed the likes, please do so. There's 125 people, or 124 people, and 126 likes. I just put NW instead of Layer. I put your freaking name in there. Wow. Say brain fart. We'll look at it on Kraken. There's probably a better chart. Is this super new? I guess that's pretty much the same on everything. This looks like a wedge, man, a rising wedge. I'd be really careful. Yeah, this definitely looks like a rising wedge to me. Just real simple. Like I said, guys, I go over these charts quickly. I haven't been watching them all different coins and stocks have their own personality, I guess you could say. So there's the bearish if it breaks down, right? If it breaks down past the 145, I'd be looking for 89 cents. Otherwise, to test the top of this again, you're looking at approximately 172. And if that was to break, then you might get a really bullish move up to. But honestly, there's really not a trade in any of the stuff I've shown until something's broken, right? But that would be the simple way to look at it. You could throw your fibs on here. Let's see. Let's throw your. Let's go here to the low to the. Yeah, no. Let's go from here to here, right? Let's try that. Go from this first low. High here. None of that really lines up. We could do a ABC, but the same thing. I don't really see where to put your fibs here. That's one reason I really don't care for alts. They're just so all over the place. So your 1.7272 is 180, $2.04 for your 1618, and that would be looking at this as a wave 1, 2, 3. But I think this is a rising wedge. I would be extremely careful until it breaks one way or the other here. Barely do. I got you. Sound. SOUN. Is that a ticker? Sound. NASDAQ. Okay. Is that it? See something here. This looks like an ABC if I ever seen one, but let me check it on the fibs. Yep. If this is the ABC, you're looking at your one target right here. I am going to throw some. This. Dude. Okay. So yeah, I'd be looking for it to get back down to this level. Maybe wick down. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I think I might have this wrong. But your 1.72 would be way down here at 142. So basically, if you break up, and that's another thing about trading. You know, I don't have a lot of patience a lot of times, and I do some stupid stuff and get in when I shouldn't and stuff. But technically, until you break one of these trend lines, you shouldn't get into this move. But what I will say is if it breaks above here, say it breaks above the 750, it could go as high as at 1589. And if it breaks below here, it could get it's dead. But I mean, you could go as low as this 130 here. It's going to continue down. Getting any divergence? Not really. You could, if you go from this low, you're getting some bullish divergence or hidden bullish. You're getting a lower low here and a higher low here. Actually, bullish divergence, not hidden. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Bitcoin's coming down for us. Are we getting into profit? We are. Am I getting into profit with this one? I am. 660. So this is the one I entered at the beginning of the stream. This one's in $700 profit. 60. I'm up 65%. In what? How long we've been streaming? Maybe a half hour. What time is it? Oh, about 50 minutes. So this trade's been in for probably approximately 40 minutes, and it's up $700. I mean, if I was like in the beginning, I would just take profit there. That'd be a good profit for the day, and I'd be done for the day. And a lot of people, you can trade like that. Everyone's different. And that's another reason, you know, I don't like when people say, Savvy, is this a good entry? I don't know. What the hell are you entering? I mean, what for? Are you entering for long-term, short-term, 1 hour, 4 hour, 5 day, 7 months? What trade, you know? So there's so many different variables. There's no one thing that's going to work for you. You got to figure out what works for you, and it's going to be different for everybody. I don't care. You can take two super successful traders that show their trades, right? That are both great, and they could trade two totally 100% different ways with just way different, and they can both be successful. So, yeah, that's something I wanted to get out. But most 99.99999% of traders that are really good did not buy a freaking trading program to teach them how to trade. If they did, then they just had to unlearn that before they started being successful. I promise you that. Dead meaning they'll have to sell their BTC, right, Tommy? How's micro or strategy doing? Oh, poor MicroStrategy. He's going to do the same thing. But what people don't understand, he don't lose when this happens, right? He sells his garbage stock, right? Way up here. Dumps it on the idiots that, I don't want to say idiots. I'm sorry for saying idiots. Dumps it on the poor people that bought into his BS. And he just dumps on their heads. And then he buys his stuff back until something else comes along that he can tell people he's going to buy and make his company make a bunch of money. And then they get in, and then he gets really high, and they think, oh my God, he's a genius. I'm a genius. We're rich. And he dumps on your head, and it fails like it did in the dot-com bubble. Same game, same exact game, same exact guy, same exact type of market. Bubble. TG said, nice, I'll take profit now. One of my favorite streamers is the worst trader ever, Sato. Never heard of him. If he's the worst trader ever, you know what? I give any trader credit. If they're showing you their trades and they're really trading, whether they're winning or losing, at least they're not bullshitting, right? It's the guys out there acting like they're trading and they aren't showing shit, like I said, except after the trade's over. If they won, they'll show you, but they don't tell you when they get in, get out. Kudos to anyone that does. They're real, right? They're not bullshitting you. I have total respect for anybody that's showing their shit live as they do it, or telling you when they get in and when they get out, and if they won it or if they lost or whatever. That's the people you should be watching, because they're real and you're actually going to learn something because they're actually doing something. Whether it be right or wrong, You can learn what not to do for me. You can learn what to do for me. You can learn both ways because I'm totally open and showing you what I'm doing, right? I want a savvy reaction to a weekly Stellantis chart. I haven't looked at Stellantis in a couple of years, probably. Let me go back over to my poop coin chart. Where is it? Where's my poop coin? There it is. All right. Stellantis. In 2008, I've told the story on here. My brother, well, both my brothers worked at Jeep. I had some aunts that worked at Jeep. I have a niece that works there now. But when it was still owned by Chrysler in 2008, when Fiat bought it, 2008, when the markets crashed, all the lights went out and they told everyone to go home. They just went bankrupt. Just like that. There was no warning, no nothing, right in the middle of a work day. How the hell do you spell Stellantis? I ain't seen it up here. Let's see. Where are you at, man? Can you check SPY for today's moves? Yeah, I went over at that at the beginning of the video, but I'll check it out. Where the hell is that Stellantis now? There ain't no way people are talking that much in here that I just lost it. Oh, where is it? Was that Tommy that said it? No, it's gone. No, Sato is a real Deegan shit trader, a Korean guy. He only loses, but his dad is vice president of Samsung and he indefinitely funded. Oh, I think I might have seen some posts on him. MicroStrategy is a fitting name for micro intelligence. You know, the guy's not stupid. He's making money, even though his company looks like it's losing money. He's personally making money. I promise you that. I can't. Stellantis. Okay, thank you. There we go. Stellantis. Holy smokes. Well, damn. Well, they've been lower than that over here. Let me see. Let me put this in the daily. Man. Well, we know exactly where our support should be, right? Right about there. Right about there. If not, maybe they'll close the maybe they'll shut the lights off and tell everyone to go home if it breaks 676. That'll be interesting. Discord says my phone number is verified. Link's still not working. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got kicked out there. Did you get kicked out there a long time ago? I will send I'll share a Discord link. I don't know if I can share it in here. Let me try real quick. Wait. Let me see if I can share this in there. Good morning, happy Monday. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. So my trades got stopped. There you go. There's a Discord link. If that doesn't work, I don't know what the problem is because I just made that link. Yeah, Saturday night I showed my trade for the first time and explained why I got in. Nice. Now, also make sure you tell people how much you're trading with too, so they know how much. You know, someone's trading with $5 or $10 or $50 is a lot different than someone trading with tens of thousands of dollars. Just because people are gonna try to follow you. That's just how it goes, and you don't want people to follow you if you're not, confident. I don't want people to follow me, and I'm confident, but I don't want people to follow me or follow my trades. Like I said, they have to make their own decisions to get in or out of any trade. It worked? Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Anybody that wants in the Discord, there is a link to the Discord. It's totally free. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the way a Discord works is everybody You don't just join a Discord and sit and wait for somebody to say something and show you something. Get in there, be active, talk to people. Follow the rules. They saw it on the exchange, so they saw everything. Okay, right on. I'm just saying, just cause, right? And I guarantee you, if you're showing your trades, you lose a trade, somebody is going to blame you for them losing. I mean, that's the world you're getting into, brother. We're up 1,000 on the trade that I entered in the beginning of this video, and we are up 1,300 on my re-entry on the one from earlier. So we're doing all right, guys. We're up 89% here in this BITUNIX one that I opened about 50 minutes ago live. But I am going to get the hell out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping in, and it was a good chat today. I love hanging out with you guys. We do this every day at noon for now. Every day at noon, we go over this, and every morning, pre-market, I do a pre-recorded video and tell you my thoughts on what the markets are doing. And then again, we come on live at noon and shoot the shit and take a look at the markets. But I guess we'll take a quick look at what the markets are doing. So the Dow's down 500 still, S&P's down 30, Nasdaq's down 27. Let's see where we're at with our trend line here. We are still below our fifth wave ending diagonal trend line here on the Dow. Still in limbo here for the S&P, and then we have our Nasdaq. Got our bounce where we expected it, but I honestly don't think that's going to hold. Your major resistance now is going to be this trend line up here about 16,666. Ooh, I'm going to move that. I don't like that number. 16, nope, still 3 6s. Come on, we're going to get that off. There you go, 16,717. But anyways, yeah, that's what I'm looking at, guys. Your new resistance up here should be this 53.94 for S&P. And much love. You guys rock. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for smashing the likes. Ebong, like I said, we'll get you all hooked up. May take a little while here to get together and get grouped up and get everything gathered. But you guys have a great night, and I will see you in tomorrow's pre-market update. Take